Hey everyone, this is Austin, and welcome back to another video of The Rising of the Shield here. And I just want to say, this episode has made it quite clear of what the future is, and I'll talk about it as we get to certain examples in this episode, but nonetheless, I know I probably titled this really weirdly, but I just couldn't put it in a short sentence because YouTube doesn't allow you to put a long title, and I might write a book, actually, so yeah, never mind. Good idea. But anyways, continue on. So, this episode was a very no, it was not calm. What am I lying to you guys about? It was such a... It shows that this series isn't, like every other anime. It has a natural, actual growth of humans. And it doesn't just, grow overnight. This stuff actually happens in kind of a real-time kind of frame, I'm going to say. But I've been reading so much of the light novels, and I love it, especially picking up these little details that they actually threw in here, and, oh, boy, let me just say, it was amazing. But, so, we're going to go to the beginning. So we see, Nofumi and crew show up to the Four Cardinal Church now. It's not the Three Hero Church, and we see it's for Raphtalia's and Philo's class up, and I really do love the HUD element of this anime. I think they've done it really well. And another anime that actually does that is Death March to a Parallel World. And if you want to check that out, I actually highly recommend it. It's not as, serious. It's kind of a comedy anime, an isekai. But yeah, if you like that kind of HUD element, there's an anime you can watch after. But anyway, so Raphtalia and Philo couldn't pick a class up and due to items. And big spoilers right here. I do think they're setting up for a season 2 because there's a certain reason, I guess, now. I know in the manga they didn't do it. I don't remember in the light novel. It's been a little bit while. I'm on light novel volume 10, to say the least. I kind of forgot by then. But, continue on. There's a certain reason, and some of you know what I'm hinting at. Some katanas are quite interesting. But that's where I'm going to leave it. But anyways, continue on. We see the queen, and I love this break of personality. She has this cold kind of feel to her a little bit, but when Melty talks about Victoria, it just she gets all happy, and it's all because going back to the class up that they weren't able to select it. It was for the simple fact Philo has the cowlick. She it's kind of what she has to do. She's the filial queen now, or the predecessor to Victoria. And man, I just love how adorable the queen was. She's a quilf. She is, to say the least. But anyways, I did a video on her, so I'll actually link that in here. A little comment will probably pop up in there. But anyways, continue on. So we see the queen's actually throwing a party for Nofumi, and there's an important discussion to happen. And we see Nofumi's still on about leaving, and this is going to be a thing that you're going to see quite a lot. But this is where it starts to change this episode. And continue on. Nofumi is not at the table with the his crew. He's actually with the other 4 heroes, and this is kind of a summit, I call it. And we see that Mauld, this wonderful person, to say the least, picks a fight with Raphtalia. That's already having a horrible time because Nofumi's kind of been a bit negative, and oh boy, it gets really bad. And we see that there's this hatred still for demi-humans, and as I said, it's not going to be a thing overnight that everyone's just going to forget. And progressing more, a little tidbit, because I don't think we'll see it in the season, probably next season. I know some of you are going to want me to talk about it. It does slowly get better over time, and what the queen's going to do, I don't think we're going to see in the anime, is she's going to do a lot for the demi-humans. But continuing on, we see, she gets really yandere, to say the least. I guess I'll call her that one. But, because the good old, guy was calling Nofumi a coward, and she was not having any of it. And we see that Melty actually was trying to poison the food, and it just shows that she's still rotten to the core. And I'm sorry, female dog. There we go. And I can't swear because YouTube will completely bend me over. I want to let you know that because I'm not a big enough channel to get away with it. Before anyone comments, why are you not saying her real name? Because YouTube doesn't allow me. If you have a problem, talk to YouTube. Or Susan, sorry. I'm not family friendly all the time, can I be? Nope. Anyways, we see that we hear about the Caramera Island is supposed to be an XP event where the hero's going to get stronger, and we see Melty come in to tell the queen about what the female dog has done for the pie for Nofumi's party. At first, I'm like, oh god, are they going to go this soon for the queen? Some people are going to know what I'm talking about right there, but Nofumi's party, and it just, as I said, it shows that she's not going to get better. And I know a lot of you are like, why didn't she just die? there's a reason why she plays a really crucial part towards the ending of the series, so you're going to have to kind of wait. And that's all I'm going to give you without spoiling too much. But anyways, we see that good old Spear Hero isn't, believing them about Melty, or, female dog. Sorry, I keep forgetting that. I've gotten so used to calling her the other name. But anyways, we see that, the crest saved, improved enough. But anyways, continue on. We see that this meeting is to exchange info, and it's kind of hilarious because all the other three heroes besides Nofumi aren't willing to work together. And the queen tells them off and basically in an indirect way calls them weak because the next wave they're not going to survive because the last wave they got their butt handled. And it's really hilarious because it just still shows that they haven't learned. And we see the good old Itsuki calling Nofumi's Shield of Wrath a cheat shield, and it's funny because they are going to call it, this is like video games. If someone has something that you don't know how to get to, you're going to call it a cheat. I've done it before. I know I have, especially when I was younger, but we see the party is now a brawl. Philo is just eating, enjoying her time like she usually is, and Raphtalia, she's a yandere. Oh, 100%. She's like, don't worry, I'll kill him calmly. I'm like, calm down, okay? You don't gotta go do it. And this is the thing I've been waiting for because she shows so much of this later on, and it's adorable in a sense, and it's not extreme, to say the least. She ain't gonna go stab Nofumi. She'll chew him out. I guess, I have to be careful how I put that. But anyways, we see that Nofumi strikes a deal with the heroes, and they basically teach them about the weapon copy system. By touching a weapon that you have, you can, have it, in a sense. And this plays a really hilarious part. And we see that weapons can craft. I already knew that, but, poor Nofumi's been doing this by hand. And it's going to play a bigger part, hopefully, season 2, because this episode has given me a lot of hope for a season 2 with all the stuff they threw in here. Because if they were going to go for a season 2, a lot of this stuff would have been cut out. I'm going to be honest. And we heard about the teleport skill, which is going to be very crucial in a certain stuff, especially in another world. The heroes get into an argument again, and it shows that they're not really. They think this is a game. They still do. And Risha, by the way, the one that had the pie thrown into her face, quite adorable. We had it's going to be a lot more annoying as we go on. Just don't want to tell you right now. But anyways, we see Nofumi just gets fed up and leaves, and we see that Raphtalia and Nofumi had a rough day, and they kind of just talk it out about their days. And we see the heroes are heading to the island already, or getting ready to go in. We see that Melty has changed and grown as an individual, which is quite nice to see a little bit progress with that. And we see Nofumi kind of just start copying the shields at the blacksmith, and we see Philo and Raphtalia just running with shields to him. And the thing that I kind of didn't like about that scene, there were certain things that were left out, but still an enjoyable episode, is the meteorite shield. That was kind of a crucial thing that they needed to show. It's a really cool shield, but I'm pretty sure it only come up when the wave hits. And yeah, spoiler alert, the wave's going to come. It's obvious. It's kind of been hinting towards it, but overall, interesting. And we see kind of the good old blacksmith, like, you're going to make me go out of business. And Nefu's like, don't worry, put it on my tab. And we see after, before they head to the island, or the dock, Nofumi and Raphtalia visit, Raphtalia's village, and we see Keel again. And it's good that they don't forget about characters. And we see the Nofumi and talking about how, how he could save the people, because there's more people that were taken away, and they don't know where they are. And if you don't know, this is really setting up for many seasons. It's actually kind of crazy, because this could be a multi-season anime, and I hope it does. And I was so hyped, guys. I'm not going to lie, when I saw boy, sorry. I mean Lark, sorry. Kid, and just, I don't like the translation issue. I'm going to tell you already that it is kiddo, not lad. It has been kiddo, even in the light novel. I don't know who was translating it. Quite awful translation. It kind of pissed me off, because that's one of the key things that I love about Lark, is he's above everyone in a sense, but he's kind of humble at the same time. But that's where I'm going to leave that. But continue on. We see that Nofumi he kind of changed the whole fact he just wants to leave. He won't leave until, Philo and Raphtalia are happy. He wants to build them happiness, and as I said, this is going for season 2 at this point. And I just love at the end. This is people do not go and think it's over when the good old credits are done. You always have to wait through the credits. It really rewards you, because we saw Nofumi is now bunking with L'Arc and Therese, and oh, I cannot wait for the next episode. I love L'Arc. He is such a great character. I hope they do not rush the next like 4 episodes, because I want to see drunk Raphtalia. I really do, and it seems that they're giving Raphtalia more screen time versus the manga. And as I said, I'm going to stress enough, do pick up the light novel. It is a lot better than the manga, for the simple fact you get a lot more in for it. But continuing on, overall, great episode. I honestly love everything about it. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. Do consider subscribing if you're new here, and share the video because it helps out a whole lot more than you think. And I'll see you for the preview video, and next week I will have the glass video out, by the way. I know you guys have probably are really wishing I got it done and waiting to get it done. Don't worry, it's coming out. I promise you. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. This has been Austin, and I'm signing out. Adios.